From our family to yours, we promise the best quality in our Scott Farm sweet potato products.
Whether served as healthy wedges or crunchy chips, we take pride in serving our community and our country.
Locally grown and hand-picked, our chips provide the perfect choice for your game day snacks.
Whether hitting a home run or cheering on the sidelines, our products ensure a healthy snack nearly everyone will enjoy.
You're always safe at home with Scott Farms.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we are set to go for game number 2 of our doubleheader this evening, as the Tobs picked up a win in game number 1 as the final was 5-2, as Gary Watkins picking up the win, Jared Gallagher getting the save. It'll be Chris Kernan getting the start for the Tobs here in game number 2. As for Kernan, on the season, we'll get you his numbers. A junior from North Carolina Central out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And as the first pitch he delivers will be fouled out of play. As Kernan on the season, a 1.80 ERA, a 1-0 record. This will be his second start of the season. Has tossed 5 innings, allowed 1 earned run off 3 hits, struck out 5 batters, and walked 3. As the pitch here given a ride down the left field line. And that'll be caught on the run there in left field by Antoine Tucker. And a quick first out here as the leadoff batter there for the Mustangs was number 8, as that was Dawson. So now that'll bring up the right fielder, as it'll be Greg Lowe, who wears number 5. He'll get ready in the right-handed batter's box. Kernan set. Jacob Sharon will go through the signs. He gets the start behind the plate here in game number 2 for the Tobs, as that one will be slowing inside. And Lowe looking to try to see if he can become a one-out base runner here for the Mustangs. As this pitch here is going to be a called strike. So our umpires will just flip here for game number 2, is behind the plate will be Kyle Levine. A swing and a miss here by Lowe. And the count of ball and 2 strikes. Lowe out of Davidson, a redshirt sophomore, awaits the offering, and he can't make contact, and he whiffs at it. And that will be a strikeout for the second out of the inning. So that will bring up the left fielder, as it'll be number 33. As it'll be Romero Harris. Harris in the first game finished 1 for 2, as he had a single and a run scored. Also struck out, as he takes a called strike number 1 here. Harris out of Indiana State, redshirt junior, chops this one foul down the third base line. Georgia's head coach, Kevin Swain. The third baseman, Sage Brule, in the on-deck circle. He was our leadoff batter for the Mustangs in game number 1. Here, and stepping off is Kernan. Now he's ready to go. Here's the 0-2, and it's swung out and missed. As swinging with a wiffle ball bat was Harris, and back-to-back strikeouts. It's a 1-2-3. Top of the first inning, another Chris Jones over count strikeout for Chris Kernan. As we will go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll first give you a look here at the starting lineup for the Tobs. It's a little bit different from game number 1. Brenton Doyle will lead off. He plays in center field. Batting second will be Drew Brooks. He's at third base. Pat Frick will bat third. He is at shortstop. Caleb Dean will play here in game 2. He bats fourth at first base. Kevin McGowan will do the designated hitting. He bats fifth. Antoine Tucker will bat sixth. He is in left field. Carson Freeman bats seventh. He is in right field. Catching here in game number 2, batting eighth, it's Jacob Sharon. And batting ninth, the second baseman, as it'll be number 6, Jacob Nestor. And they will face the starter, Michael Byrne. As for Byrne, he wears jersey number 49, a sophomore from San Jacinto, from Highland Heights, Ohio. 6'3", 210 pounds, the left-hander. As taking a look at his numbers on the year. Is actually not seeing him on the pitching stats. So it looks like this might be the first appearance of the season for Michael Byrne. As the Tobs will try to see if they can get something going early on in game number 2. It took them a little bit to get going in game number 1 as they were really kept off guard through the first 3 innings, but got things going in the 4th inning as they tied the game up, plated a pair of runs, and also tallied 5 hits in the inning, all singles. And that would plate 3 runs in the 6th inning, led by the 2-run home run from Carson Freeman, his first of the season. And so Brenton Doyle will get set to step in and get things going. As Doyle, unfortunately, did not have a hit in game number 1. He went 0 for 4 at the plate. So we'll see if he can turn things around. So that will bring up Doyle. Set on the mound is Byrne. He delivers, and that one is swung on and fouled back and out of play first base side as Doyle was watching it the entire way in. So it'll be an 0-1 pitch. Lefty-righty matchup here, as this one is swung on and tipped into the glove of the catcher, Seaton. Yes, he'll get the start behind the plate here in game number 2. This one will be fouled off, so get it back here for Doyle. Just trying to stay alive, also trying to get some pitches here from Michael Byrne. So the Tobs coming here in game number 2 with their record now at 7-5. As this one gets by the catcher to the backstop. And for the Mustangs, they are 6-8. So the Tobs now winners of the last 4. 1-2 pitch here, misses up and away. So very efficient start for Byrne. Out the last 2, he's tried to go with the breaking ball and hasn't been able to get it to break. In the on-deck circle, Brooks. Here's the 2-2 now, and that one misses. So good job here by Doyle just to see some pitches. See maybe if he can be a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the first. We went 1-2-3 in the top of the first for the Mustangs against Chris Kernan. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one is swung on, skied in the air. And the right fielder will look for it, and Lowe will fight the win there and make the catch. And there's now one away. So that'll bring up Drew Brooks, the third baseman. Brooks in game number 1 finished with a single, and he scored a run. That came in the 4th, and he actually scored the first run of the game for the Tobs. That came on the sac fly from Rigsby Mosley. Not in the lineup here for game number 2. Base pass empty, and first pitch is going to be a strike from Byrne. Lefty-lefty matchup. Give you a look here at the scores from across the Coastal Plain League. There were 2 doubleheaders taking place today. The 0-1, that one will miss up in the zone, so the count evens up. Bottom of the 7th inning, they're still in game number 1. Morehead City leading Wilmington 6-3, looking to try to pick a win in game number 1. And this one was not offered at, and they won't appeal, so the count goes to 2-1. Top of the 5th inning, Edenton leads Peninsula by a score of 2-1. Here's the offering, and that one swung on. That was a good piece. Let's see if it can get down. The center fielder tracked at the warning track. The catch will be made by Vitello, but Brooks gave it a ride out there to right center. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Pat Frick. So the Steamers leading Peninsula 2-1, top of the fifth inning. Top of the fifth inning between Savannah and Macon, and the Bananas have battled back to take a 5-3 lead there. Bottom of the sixth inning, still scoreless between High Point, Thomasville, and Ashboro. And then in the top of the fifth inning, Fayetteville a 2-0 lead against Holly Springs. Bottom of the fourth, Forest City leads Gastonia 5-4. Top of the fourth inning, Florence up on Lexington County 3-0. As we work here in game number 2. Bottom of the first inning, bases empty with 2 away. Frick will watch this one miss in the dirt. In game number 1, Frick picked up an RBI on a single in the fourth inning, finished 1 for 3. Byrne delivers, and that one swung on, hit to second. The throw will be a little bit high, but in time. As that one was picked up by Dawson, so that will do it a 1-2-3. Bottom of the first for Michael Byrne. And we've played one full here in game number 2. No score, as we'll send this one to a timeout. You're watching Wilson Tobs Baseball here on CPLBaseball.tv.
So what makes Mobile Mini the most secure choice for portable storage? It's our all-steel construction, patented tri-cam locking system, and container guard locks that come together to provide the most secure portable storage solution in the business. Our standard containers combine exceptional security with excellent value, utilizing exterior locking bars for access and may require an extra hand. This system is ideal for construction situations where access is infrequent. For even greater ease and convenience, our premium container delivers Mobile Mini's superior security with our easy access design. Doors easily open with one hand, making it ideal for frequent retail or commercial use. Whichever way you go, you can't go wrong. Locking in the superior quality, security, and convenience of Mobile Mini.
From our family to yours, we promise the best quality in our Scott Farm sweet potato products.
Whether served as healthy wedges or crunchy chips, we take pride in serving our community and our country.
Locally grown and hand-picked, our chips provide the perfect choice for your game day snacks.
Whether hitting a home run or cheering on the sidelines, our products ensure a healthy snack nearly everyone will enjoy.
You're always safe at home with Scott Farms.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we get set for the top of the second inning. No score in game number 2 of our doubleheader. As it is Star Wars Be a Hero Night, Mascot Mania, and Slugger's birthday. And so far, things going good as the Tobs gave Slugger a win in game number 1 on his birthday. A 5-2 win, scoring the last 5 runs of the contest. As we get set here to kick off the inning, and Chris Kernan will start things by delivering a strike to the third baseman, Sage Brule, who bats in the number 4 spot. Will be Brule, Boyle, and Lorenzini. Pitch here swung on, hit out to left, and it's lined up there by Antoine Tucker, and there's one away. So the second inning will start off how the first did for the Mustangs with a fly ball, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, as it'll be Boyle. As again, we'd like to thank our game day sponsors: Thomas Law Attorneys, Mobile Mini, BB&T, Fastnet Urgent Care, Make-A-Wish, Eastern North Carolina, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Clint Godwin, and also LiveDo. Stepping in to get things going here with one away is Boyle. And this pitch inside almost caught Boyle, as it is a righty-righty matchup. A good pitch there from Chris Kernan. The 1-1 is swung on. That one's hit out to right. Freeman lining it up. Has to make a couple steps in, but he'll close the glove on it. And there are 2 away. So that will bring up the shortstop, as it'll be Lorenzini. So Jake Lorenzini will bat with the bases empty. Lorenzini in the first game finished 1 for 3. Single, scored a run, also struck out looking twice. Pitch here is swung on and missed, as Sharon able to hold on to it. And this one just going to miss. They try to see if they can draw a swing, but they won't be able to do so. Sharon goes through the signs. He sets up on the lower part of the zone. That one is skied in the air. Brooks trying to find it, running out of real estate, will make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Chris Kernan. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Tobs will come back out here to the plate, as that'll go down as a PF 5. On that one, nice job of staying with it there by Drew Brooks. So it'll be Dean, McGowan, and Tucker for the Tobs here in the bottom of the second. And we'll see Caleb Dean here in the lineup for game number 2. We did not see him in the lineup for game number 1. And taking a look here at some other score updates across the Coastal Plain League. As we do have a final, game number 1 of a doubleheader. Morehead City picks up a 6-3 win against Wilmington. So with that win for Morehead City, the Marlins are the first team to 10 wins in the Coastal Plain League, as they are now 10-2. So they definitely will look to be contenders here in the first half, as they open up a big lead over the Swamp Dogs now with that win. So we'll get ready for game number 2. Top of the 6th inning, Edenton still holding on to their 2-1 lead against Peninsula. Bottom of the 5th, Savannah leading Macon 6-3. High Point Thomasville has broken the scoreless tie between themselves and the Copperheads. They lead 1-0 in the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 5th, the Swamp Dogs with a 2-0 lead against Holly Springs. 6-4 the score in favor of Forest City in the top of the 5th against Gastonia. Florence up 5-0 against Lexington County in the top of the 4th inning. And then Morehead City and Wilmington, they'll take a little bit of a break before they get underway in game number 2. We're here in game number 2, getting ready to start the bottom of the 2nd inning and scheduled for 7. Tobs won game number 1 by a score of 5-2. And stepping in will be Caleb Dean to get things going. Swings of the first pitch he sees, pops it up down the right field line, and that one is going to be caught by the second baseman, Dawson, who almost ran over his first baseman. And there's one away. So that'll quickly bring up Kevin McGowan, as McGowan will do the designated hitting here in game number 2, just like he did in game number 1, as he was on base twice. A single and a run scored in the 4th, grounded out in the 5th, and then reached on an error in the 1st. So a lefty-lefty matchup, as this one up at the eye level of McGowan. Antoine Tucker steps up into the on-deck circle. And now he fouls back the 1-0 offering. So for the Tobs, they'll be home over the next 3 days before they hit the road. As tomorrow they'll welcome in the Ashboro Copperheads for a 6 p.m. first pitch, as it'll be Bang for Your Buck Sunday and Wiener Wonka night here at historic Fleming Stadium. And on Monday, it'll be a 12 p.m. first pitch, as the gates will open at 10:30 a.m. as the North Wake Fungo will come in for an exhibition matchup, as it'll be Super Splash Day here at the ballpark. And then on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. first pitch against the Peninsula Pilots. Tobs All You Can Eat Tuesday, courtesy of Debayu Wilson, as the pitcher fouled out of play down the left field line by McGowan. So the count even here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away in the inning. Neither team able to record their first hit to this point, as it has been 6 up, 6 down for Chris Kernan for the Tobs. So far, 4 up, 4 down for the Mustangs and Michael Byrne. Here's the 2-2. That one misses up and away. And the count is now full 3-2. The middle part of the lineup here for the Tobs in the bottom of the second. Payoff pitch coming. It's going to be off of the batter, McGowan. That one going to sting. Caught him on the elbow. No guard there, so he'll try to work that one out. So that'll be the first base run of the game for either team, as it'll be McGowan. So that'll bring up Antoine Tucker. As the Tobs had one hit batter in game number 1, as that was Fazo, who was hit in the 6th inning but was left at first. Tobs pitching, they hit 2 batters in game number 1. So Tucker steps up. He gets ready in the right-handed batter's box. Hit the number 9 spot in game number 1. Went 1 for 3. Starts by showing bunt here, but takes a called strike. As Tucker popped up in his first at-bat in game number 1 that had the leadoff double, but the Tobs unfortunately couldn't plate him, and then he struck out to end the 6th inning. Runner leads here from first, but the pitcher, Byrne, will step off. And now this one breaks low and inside. Long look over here to first by the pitcher, Byrne. Here's the offering, swung on. This one tailing out to right center. That one might get all the way to the wall. McGowan rounds second. Tucker rounds second. McGowan better get on his horse. Tucker is right behind him. He slides into third. He's safe. RBI triple for Antoine Tucker. And a run powered by Greenlight, and the Tobs lead 1-0. So Antoine Tucker sending that one out into the right center field gap, and neither the right fielder Lowe or the center fielder Vitello could track it down. And then Antoine Tucker was off to the races, and he really pushed McGowan on that one. He had to be on his high horse. So that's the second consecutive game where the Tobs played a runner from first. So 1-0 lead, and now Freeman steps up. He takes the call, strike one. Freeman went yard for the first time this season back in the first game. Cleared the wall in right field to plate 2. Trying to see here if he can get Tucker in from third with 1 away. Takes this one low for a ball as the count will even up. The Mustangs defensively playing in here. So the Tobs get their first run of the game on the first hit. Here's this one. That'll catch the outside part of the plate. And now time going to be called for. So that triple for Antoine Tucker. That will be his first triple of the season. RBI number 5 for him. As this one is swung on and fouled out of play. So with that triple by Antoine Tucker, the Tobs now with 3 triples on the season. Nestor with 1 of those. The other, Caleb Dean. And all of those triples have now resulted in an RBI. They've all been RBI triples. And the 1-2 pitch going to be swung on and missed. So that will be the second out of the inning, and that will allow the Mustangs to pull their defense back. So that'll bring up Jacob Sharon, who will step into the right-handed batter's box. For Sharon, wears jersey number 12, a junior from Louisiana Monroe out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Gets the start here behind the plate in game number 2. First pitch to him is a breaking ball that catches the outer half for a strike. So Tucker leads off of third. Tobs with the 1-0 lead here in game number 2 in the bottom of the second. The offering, that one swung on and missed. There's that fastball up in the zone. Sharon swinging under it. Number 9 batter, Jacob Nestor, steps up into the on-deck circle, but now 2 away after the strikeout to Freeman. The offering here is fouled back. And so the at-bat will stay alive. So after we had saw both teams and their starting pitching being able to sit down batters with relative ease, the Tobs have struck first here in game number 2. The RBI triple from Antoine Tucker. Michael Burns sets and delivers, and that one misses up and away. Good eye there by Sharon. Sharon with some room up the middle here. If he can send it right back up the middle. 1-2 pitch is swung on, hit out to right. If this one drops, it's trouble. That is going to drop. And Antoine Tucker is going to score. And it's an RBI single for Jacob Sharon. And that's going to give the Tobs a 2-0 lead on another run powered by Greenlight. So a nice hit there for Jacob Sharon, who will pick up his first RBI as a Tob. And that is his first hit of the season in his 4th game. So a nice piece of hitting for him there, as that'll put a smile on his face. Second hit of the inning for the Tobs, as that will bring up Jacob Nestor out of Catawba. Nestor getting the start at second base here in the second game. As he'll await the first pitch that he'll see from Michael Byrne. But now time going to be asked for as the catcher, Seaton, will head out, have a chance. So this one will get charged as an official mound visit. The bullpen's quiet on both sides. So Nestor awaiting the first pitch here. Has Sharon over on first. And that one misses up in the zone. Nestor with one of those RBI triples on the season that I talked about earlier, and that actually came against these Martinsville Mustangs. And that was the only hit and only run that the Tobs would be able to get in a 10-1 loss at Martinsville. Let's see if he can come through here with a 2-out hit. He's had the count 2-0. The pitch is going to be in there for strike belt level. As the leadoff batter, Brenton Doyle, in the on-deck circle. He's looking for an at-bat to turn his night around. Pitch here is up and away. The count now 2-2 as Doyle combined 0 for 5 now between the two games. And the pitch here is going to miss outside, and it's ball 4. So it will be a 2-out walk issue to Nestor, and that will send us back to the top of the order. So that'll move Sharon down to second. So the Tobs have now had 4 base runners here in the inning. They've plated 2 of them, thanks to RBI hits from Tucker and Sharon. But first, we'll have a conference on the mound here. As the bullpen is quiet, so this is a chance here for Kevin Swain to try to help his defense and his pitcher settle him down a little bit, try to get him out of the inning. As it's a 2-0 lead for the Tobs here in the bottom of the second inning, scheduled for 7. So the first pitch here to Doyle is waved at and missed. So this one in the dirt. Nice job there by Doyle, as he didn't offer it. So the count is even, a ball and a strike. Tobs here with runners at first and second. They'd love to try to continue the inning. Maybe played another run, maybe load him up. Byrne looks back, now delivers home. That one swung on and fouled out by Doyle, just a hair late on the swing. As that one went out of play over the first base side. So the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Look back to second by Byrne. Here's his pitch home, and that one doesn't break at all. Stays outside. As Sharon races back to second. So the count evened up. Mustangs in the third will have the bottom third of their lineup due up. 2-2 pitch here is swung on, and again fouled out of play down towards the beer garden. And so that will send the runners back once again. So we'll try it again here. Drew Brooks, the third baseman for the Tobs. He's up in the on-deck circle. As Doyle and Brooks both flying out in their first at-bats back in the first inning. The pitch is swung on and out to right center. That one, is it down? It is. One run's going to score. Here comes the second run. Nestor's going to score. Heading to third is Brenton Doyle. And the Tobs have a 4-0 lead. As Brenton Doyle snaps his 0-for-5 slump here tonight in a big way, as he doubles the Tobs lead with a pair of runs powered by Greenlight. It was a maximum effort out there in center field by Vitello, but he just couldn't come away with it as he left his feet. And then that one got to the wall. It was tough to see with obviously how far it is out there. Was waiting for him maybe to show the glove if he had it. But when he started to scramble, knew that he didn't have it. As Nestor scored all the way from first on the play, Sharon scoring from second. So that'll bring up Drew Brooks. So a 2 RBI triple. As this one given a ride on the first base line, but it's going to be called foul by the home plate umpire. So the Tobs with 2 RBI hits that go for triples in this inning. The first came from Tucker. And now Doyle with the triple. And so for Brenton Doyle, that'll be his first triple. So he now has 2 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs in the extra base hit column. Pitch here to Drew Brooks is low after he got solid contact on that last pitch. Still 2 away in the inning. Brenton Doyle stands at third. Tobs lead now 4-0. Here's the pitch. That one breaks slow and away, and the count is 3-1. Now some action down in the bullpen for the Mustangs. As they have one pitcher tossing. Brooks steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Heading the count 3-1. See if they give him the green light here. Here's the offering, and that one breaks right over the heart of the plate. And Brooks was not offering at it. Doyle with the lead. Look over the shoulder. The pitch here is swung on. That one skied in the air. Foul territory. The first baseman settling under it. And he's able to hold on to it to make the catch. As that is Vicencia. So that will do it for the Tobs here in the bottom of the second. But they plate 4 runs thanks to a pair of RBI triples from Doyle and Tucker, along with an RBI single from Sharon. And we will head to the top of the third inning here in game number 2 as you are watching Wilson Tobs Baseball here on CPLBaseball.tv. strikeout. As Sharon able to hold on to it. As Vicencius will be the first out. So that'll bring up the center fielder as it'll be Vitello.
Now batting wearing number 4, Daniel Vitello.
So for Kernan, 20 pitches, 17 of those have been strikes. So he has been very efficient to this point. And this one will be a called strike to the center fielder Vitello. Vitello in game number 1 batted in number 7 spot and was on base once, walked. Other than that, grounded out and popped up. Here's the 0-1 to him, and that one breaks in for a strike. So the 0-2, and that one swung at him at strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Chris Kernan to get the third inning going. As that is his 4th strikeout. So another Edward Jones, Chris Collins strikeout. And that'll bring up the catcher, as it'll be number 28, as it is Sedum. Did not see him behind the plate in game number 1. And a strike going to be called here. So this start so far for Chris Kernan will definitely draw some praise. As the pitcher is chopped, will it be fair? And it luckily goes foul. Sharon was late to come out, but luckily he made that turn to get in front of Kernan, so he wouldn't try to go for it. But some praise here early on from head coach Brian Hill and pitching coach Jim Leggett with the start by Kernan. So the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that one is going to slow and away. They tried to frame the bottom corner, but couldn't get the call from the home plate umpire. As in game number 2, that is Kyle Levine. Mitch Trezak on the bases, and that one swung at him as strike 3. And good morning, good afternoon, and good night, courtesy of Chris Kernan. And that'll do it for the Mustangs here in the top of the 3rd. As that'll send us to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And while we have the chance, I'd like to send a shout out to our exclusive partners, Thomas Law Attorneys, Greenlight, and Emerge Ortho. Also like to send a shout out to French West Vaughan and C by Train and Travel Easy as 1, 2, 3. As looks like we will have a new pitcher for the Mustangs, as it'll be number 44. As taking a look here at the Martinsville roster, number 44 going to be Matt Tuggle. As Tuggle, a junior from Averett out of Martinsville, Virginia. So Tuggle will take over for Byrne. So Tuggle will face the 3, 4, and 5 batters for the Tobs.
Now pitching for the Mustangs, wearing number 44, Matt Tuggle.
As we'll look here at the stats on the season for Tuggle, as this will be his 5th appearance. He is 1-1 on the season, as he has tossed 6 innings and has allowed 3 runs, 1 of those earned off 3 hits, has struck out 5 batters and walked 3, so a 1.50 ERA. And so he will face the shortstop Pat Frick, as it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 batters. Here's the first pitch from Tuggle as he delivers, and a fastball going to miss outside. As he works to his catcher, Sedum. Base is empty. We work here at the bottom of the 3rd inning, 4-0 lead for the Tobs in game number 2. And this one fouled off of Frick at the plate. That'll sting a little bit as he walks it off. That was off of the right foot. Tobs took game number 1 by a score of 5-2. Scored the last 5 runs after falling down 2-0 after the second inning. And let's take a look here at the Coastal Plain League out-of-town scoreboard. As bottom of the 7th inning, Edenton holding on to their 2-1 lead against Peninsula. As the pitch here will miss up and away. Top of the 6th inning, Savannah leads Macon 6-3. Bottom of the 8th inning, Asheboro still trailing High Point Thomasville by a score of 1-0. 2-1 pitch is going to be just a bit outside to the backstop. As top of the 6th inning, Holly Springs trails Fayetteville 2-0. Also top of the 6th, Forest City 6-4 lead over Gastonia. Florence still pitching a shutout against the Blowfish. Top of the 5th inning there. And then it looks like a start time of 9:05 for game number 2 between Morehead City and Wilmington. Another 7-inning game. As Morehead City took game number 1, 6-3. 3-1 pitch here is swung on. Good contact out to center, but that one tracked and we caught on the run. Nice play there by Vitello. And it's allowed out number 1. So that'll bring up Caleb Dean. As Dean will step in. Popped up to the second baseman in foul territory his first time up. That came back to start off the second inning. So he'll face Tuggle for the first time. And this one kind of handcuffed the catcher, Sedum. As now he's going to go ahead and have a chat. Don't think he was expecting that pitch from Tuggle. So he'll go out and have a chant. So as I said earlier, with Morehead City picking up that 6-3 win in game number 1 of the doubleheader, they're the first team this year in the CPL in the first half to record 10 wins. As they hit the double-digit win total. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, game number 2, 4-0 lead for the Tobs over the Mustangs. Pitch coming here to Caleb Dean. And that'll be swung on, tipped into the glove of the catcher, Sedum. The count evens up. Kevin McGowan in the on-deck circle. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Frick started the inning by hitting that deep fly ball to center. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one outside. Caleb Dean not going to offer at it. So he'll go through the signs. Tuggle likes the one that was given to him. He delivers. And that one's going to miss low. And so Edenton has erupted now for a big bottom of the 7th inning. They lead Peninsula 6-1. As they have plated 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Count now full here to Caleb Dean. That one swung on, skied in the air. Sedum going to try to come down with it, and he can as he falls down to a knee. But he will hold on to it for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Kevin McGowan. So the Steamers and Pilots, they're still going in the bottom of the 7th inning. Looks like Rich Chufo, the big hit as a bases clearing double in the inning for the Steamers. Pitch here from Tuggle will be a called strike, even though it looked to be low in the zone to McGowan. As there are 2 outs in the inning, and they have Chufo at third base, so he may be looking to try to add a run with 2 outs. As this one will miss, so the count evens up. So last night it was Edenton holding on for a 9-8 win against these Martinsville Mustangs. Tonight trying to pull off a win against current leader in the North Division, Peninsula. As this pitch in the dirt, holding up on it was McGowan. 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the offering from Tuggle, and that one is up in the zone. Taken by McGowan. Wouldn't have been able to do a whole lot with that one anyways. And a strike to be called here. So the count is going to be full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Long looking for Tuggle. Gets the signs from his catcher, Seedham. Now he'll step off. And so the inning continues for the Steamers as they played another run. It's now 7-1. 3-2 pitch here from Tuggle. That one's going to be by the catcher. It's ball 4. And McGowan, he can't get his shin guard off. So he will just stop at first. So it'll be a 2-out walk issued by Matt Tuggle. So second time that McGowan has been on base tonight. Was hit by a pitch back in the second. But it was a fielding error by the second baseman that allowed Chufo to score and Sells to reach base. So that'll bring up Antoine Tucker, who had the RBI triple back in the second inning. As he swings and misses this one, breaking away from him. Now he'll step back in and we'll get set. Leading over at first is McGowan. Here's the pitch, and a good take there. As Tucker didn't even move the bat off of the shoulder. So a righty-righty matchup. Tucker, the number 6 batter, in the lineup here in game number 2 for the Tobs after batting 9th in game number 1. Here's the pitch. That one is a called strike. So the count now, ball and 2 strikes with 2 away. As in the on-deck circle, Carson Freeman struck out swinging his first at-bat. Offering coming here from Tuggle, and that one's in the dirt. Kind of handcuffed his catcher again. And Seedham had to get out of the catcher stance. So 2's wild on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the third inning. Game number 2 of our doubleheader, scheduled for 7 innings. Tobs won game number 1. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled off of the back leg of Tucker as the at-bat stays alive. So it looks like we move to the top of the 8th inning in Edenton as they take a 7-1 lead against the visiting Pilots to the top of the 8th after they played 5 in the bottom of the 7th. Obviously following along with that game because a win here in this game by the Tobs would improve them to 8-5, and a loss by Peninsula would drop them to 8-5. So that would tie both of those teams atop the CPL North Division standings. Leading up first is McGowan. 2-2 pitch to Tucker is in the dirt, and going down to second is McGowan. And he got a little bit lucky as the catcher, Seedham, couldn't come up throwing, had to pop up in the air trying to get it out of the glove, and he couldn't toss it down, so that'll be a stolen base for McGowan. And the count now full, and that will allow McGowan to get a running start in scoring position. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to miss ball 4. And so that'll be back-to-back 2-out walks issued by Matt Tuggle. And that will bring up Carson Freeman. So Freeman gets set in the left-handed batter's box. With 2 away after Tuggle got the fly ball from Frick and then the pop fly from Dean. This one swung on, hit out to center. Center fielder going back for it, still going back. Back at the wall, makes the catch. As that one was given a ride to the deepest part of the ballpark, 405 to center field. As Carson Freeman tried to send it out for the second time tonight, but he can't do so, as a pair of runners will be left on base for the Tobs. We've played 3 full here in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Tobs with the 4-0 lead, as you are watching Wilson Tobs baseball here at CPLBaseball.tv.
So what makes Mobile Mini the most secure choice for portable storage? It's our all-steel construction, patented tri-cam locking system, and container guard locks that come together to provide the most secure portable storage solution in the business. Our standard containers combine exceptional security with excellent value, utilizing exterior locking bars for access and may require an extra hand. This system is ideal for construction situations where access is infrequent. For even greater ease and convenience, our premium container delivers Mobile Mini's superior security with our easy access design. Doors easily open with one hand, making it ideal for frequent retail or commercial use. Whichever way you go, you can't go wrong. Locking in the superior quality, security, and convenience of Mobile Mini.
From our family to yours, we promise the best quality in our Scott Farm sweet potato products.
Whether served as healthy wedges or crunchy chips, we take pride in serving our community and our country.
Locally grown and hand-picked, our chips provide the perfect choice for your game day snack.
Whether hitting a home run or cheering on the sidelines, our products ensure a healthy snack nearly everyone will enjoy.
You're always safe at home with Scott Farms.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we get set for the top of the 4th inning, as Chris Kernan back out on the mound for the Tobs, as he's tossed 3 scoreless innings to this point. After he struck out the side in order in the 3rd inning, he'll face the top of the order as Dawson will step in. He's 0 for 1 in the game, flying out to center. And the first pitch is going to be a strike to Dawson, getting his first at bat since the 1st inning. Sharon awaits the pitch, and the 0-1 is going to miss. And Kernan hasn't done that much tonight. As this will be a 1-1 pitch coming here to the second baseman for the Mustangs. That one swung on. Scott in the air. Brooks will give it a look. Tries to find it in the lights. Makes the catch. And there's 1 away. So a P5 there. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Lowe. As Greg Lowe struck out swinging his first time up. That was back-to-back strikeouts from Kernan to end the 1st inning. Here's the offering. And there's a strike on the upper half of the plate. Sharon was going through the signs. This time was asked for by the batter, Lowe, and it was granted. 0-1 pitch is going to be taken just up in the zone. As Kernan and the Tobs were looking for the call there. Harris in the on-deck circle for Martinsville. Breaking ball here. They're going to say that the batter was hit, and they're going to say that he gets first. Sharon trying to plead that the batter didn't do anything to get out of the way of it. He may have had a case there, but that will be the first base runner of the game for the Mustangs here with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. So the perfect game is out of the book for Chris Kernan. That'll bring the left fielder Harris as he swings and misses at the high fastball. So Lowe, the first runner of the night, takes his lead over at first, being held on by the first baseman Caleb Dean. Kernan looking over the shoulder. And this one is off of the batter. And so that is consecutive hit batters that will put runners on first and second with one away, as Drew Brooks will come over and have a chat with Kernan. As that will bring up the third baseman, as it'll be Brule. So with Brule stepping up, third baseman, he is 0 for 1 the game, flat out to left field, back in the second. So now the Tobs defensively will play in front of the runner here at first, as Dean moves over on the edge of the infield grass. Pitch is swung on, fouled out of play, third base side by Brule. 2 outs and a runner on base for Peninsula in the top of the 8th inning. Jacob Sharon here will go through the signs. Kernan will deliver the 0-1 pitch, and that one is going to miss outside. So the count will even up. Bullpen still quiet for the Tobs. And as we work here in the top of the 4th inning, here in game number 2. Tobs looking for the doubleheader sweep. And the 1-1's chopped to second. Nestor flips to short. Frick the turn in time. Inning ending 4-6-3 double play. And that'll do it for the Mustangs in the top of the 4th. As we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. As the Tobs hold on to their 4-0 lead. So a nice turn there by Nestor. And for the Tobs here, in the bottom of the 4th, they'll have their 8, 9, and 1 batters. As it'll be Sharon, Nestor, and Doyle. And I believe that is Matt Tuggle, who is back out in the mound for the Mustangs. So he'll look to get his second inning of relief after he came on to start the 3rd inning. Was able to work around a pair of 2-out walks to McGowan and Tucker. As Freeman, trying for second home run of the night, hit the ball to the deepest part of the ballpark. As it's 4:05, the rating on the wall in straightaway center, and that catch was made by the center fielder Vitello, just about 2 steps shy of the wall out in center. So we are ready to go here. Sharon will step up. Base is empty. He's 1 for 1 on the night with an RBI single back in the 2nd. That was his first hit and first RBI of the season for the Tobs. And that, at the time, had doubled the Tobs' lead to 2-0. Since then, that has been up to 4-0 thanks to the 2 RBI triple from Doyle. First pitch here will miss. And the 1-0 will be just about the same spot, so the count 2-0. Tobs 4 runs on 3 hits. All 3 of them coming in the 2nd inning. And this one giving a ride out to left field. Is that one out of here? That one is. Solo shot for Jacob Sharon. And that is going to give the Tobs a 5-0 lead. As Sharon having a huge night. As he is now 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And that is another run powered by a green light. And another Beth Helms with Our Town Properties blast. The 2nd here tonight in this doubleheader. And so that'll bring up Nestor. And that's right there what you can get as a batter when you realize the situation and probably what you get for the pitcher is Jacob Sharon was sitting fastball. And he sent that one out of the park quickly as it got to him. And now Nestor will start out the at-bat 0-1. So first home run of the season for Sharon. First hit of the season tonight. And his first RBI and his first multi-RBI game. So just a night of first here for Sharon. 0-2 quickly coming here to Nestor. And that'll miss over in the left-handed batter's box. So the lead now 5-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Brenton Doyle in the on-deck circle. And this one will miss low. So quickly, the count goes from 0-2 to even here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2, and that one's in the dirt. And so the count is now full 3-2. And so for the Tobs, that's their first home run over the wall in left field since the grand slam by Drew Brooks back in the CPL opener against the Peninsula Pilots. They really feasted on the right field wall. 3-2 pitch is fouled off, and that one's going to sting the catcher, Sedum. That one caught him right on the forearm. So he'll toss the baseball back out here to the pitcher. And we'll have another 3-2 pitch here to Jacob Nestor. He walked and scored a run in the second. Well, the base is empty here. 3-2 pitch is a called strike 3 as Nestor had tossed the bat away and started to head down to first. And so he'll head back. And with one away, that'll bring up Brenton Doyle. So second strikeout of the night for Martinsville pitching, the first for Tuggle. And the first pitch will be a strike here to Doyle. Doyle brought in 2 with his triple back in the second. That was his first hit of the night. As he takes a call strike 2, as that had snapped an 0-for-5 appearance at the plate between games number 1 and 2 of this doubleheader. See what he can do here behind, and this one's in the dirt. So we'll see if Tuggle does the same thing. He was ahead to Nestor, 0-2, and then ran the count full. Trying to try to get the batter to chase at a pitch. There's the 1-2, and that one almost caught the back of Doyle. But the count now 2-2. And probably for Tuggle, really doesn't want to throw that fastball on the plate. You saw what Sharon did to it. And he goes here on the outer half. Now he strikes out Doyle. So it's back-to-back strikeouts here on the outer half of the plate after the leadoff home run from Sharon, and there's 2 away.
Now batting during number 5,
So that'll bring up Drew Brooks, who is 0-for-2 on the night. He has fly out to center, popped up in foul territory. And as he takes one for a ball here. And another close pitch taken by Drew Brooks. So he's head on the count. Quickly ready to go right back in the left-handed batter's box. 2 away here, and the base is empty in the bottom of the fourth. This one giving a ride down the right field line, but that one is going to be foul. It got out of the ballpark, but just a little bit too far out in front of it was Brooks. And so that was just a long strike number 1. Tobs have upped their lead to 5-0 here in the inning. A leadoff solo home run from Jacob Sharon. His first of the season and second of the night for the Tobs. They'd won back in game number 1. 2-1 pitch is swung at and missed. As we've entered the bottom of the 8th inning between Edenton and Peninsula. Steamers still with a 7-1 lead. And now this one swung on and missed. They're going to have to throw down to first. And they complete the throw. So after allowing the leadoff homer, Tuggle strikes out Nestor, Doyle, and Brooks. So it is a 5-0 lead for the Tobs as we've played 4 full here in game number 2. And as we'll go to the 5th, as you're watching Wilson Tobs Baseball here on CPLBaseball.tv.
From our family to yours, we promise the best quality in our Scott Farm sweet potato products.
Whether served as healthy wedges or crunchy chips, we take pride in serving our community and our country.
Locally grown and hand-picked, our chips provide the perfect choice for your game day snack.
Whether hitting a home run or cheering on the sidelines, our products ensure a healthy snack nearly everyone will enjoy.
You're always safe at home with Scott Farms.
Back to the community, it's a special day.
I just had the opportunity to help a mother and her 3 children move into a home.
So Mobile Mini is actually more than just the leader in secure storage and office rentals. We are a community player.
Giving back is one of Mobile Mini's core values. It's something that's ingrained in us.
I take pride in knowing that my efforts in the community is helping to make someone's life better.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here, and just finishing his warm-up tosses is Chris Kernan as he gets set to work here in the top of the 5th. So Martinsville get their first 2 base runners of the game in the 4th as he plunked consecutive batters of Lowe and Harris, but then was able to get out of it with the 4-6-3 double play that was started by Nestor and finished off by Frick. So leading things off here in the 5th, it'll be Boyle, Lorenzini, and Macencius. And that'll be a called strike 1, even though Boyle trying to plead his case there that he thought it was off the plate. Sharon right behind the plate, the pitch, that one waved at and missed. Way out in front of it was Boyle. He's 0 for 1 of the night, flied out to center back in the 2nd. So 5 runs on 4 hits thus far for the Tobs. And that one's poked at in the air. Who's going to call for it? It'll be the first baseman, as bringing it down is Caleb Dean. And there's a 1 away. Well, that'll bring up the shortstop, Lorenzini. Lorenzini 0 for 1 in this game, popped up in foul territory to Drew Brooks back in the 2nd inning. First pitch he sees here will be a ball. Now the 1-0. And that one is going to miss. And it's the first time where we've seen Kernan miss on 2 consecutive pitches, if not the first, just the 2nd or 3rd time, but it hasn't happened all that often. And this one fouled back into the netting. So the count 2-1 here with 1 away in the top of the 5th, game number 2 of our doubleheader. Tobs getting 4 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. And this one outside, and the count now 3-1. And Sharon, the spin move, able to reel it in. Then the Tobs adding 1 in the 4th on the home run by Sharon. Kernan trying to keep the base paths empty. Here's his 3-1 offering. That one swung on and fouled over top of the grandstand. So some more baseballs will make their way out to the home plate umpire. As the Tobs will be home tomorrow night, 6 p.m. first pitch against the Asheboro Copperheads. But first, a payoff pitch on its way. Swung out of his strike 3. Second out of the inning. Another Edward Jones, Chris Collins strikeout. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Macencius, who has struck out once tonight.
Number 16, Bryce DeCino.
And this one going to miss off the outer half of the plate. And it's tomorrow night when the Tobs host the Copperheads. It'll be Bang for Your Buck Sunday in Wienerwonka here at the ballpark. And then on Monday, we'll have a little afternoon baseball, as it'll be a 12 p.m. first pitch against the Northwake Fungo. It'll also be Super Splash Day. The gates will open at 10:30 a.m. And then on Tuesday, the Tobs will cap off their homestand against the Peninsula Pilots at 7 p.m. for a Tobs All-You-Can-Eat Tuesday. Pitch here is right back up the middle, and that is going to break up the no-hitter for Vernon here in the top of the 5th inning. So he lost the perfect game in the 4th. He loses the no-hitter here in the 5th. And it took a single right back up the middle to do it. So that'll bring up the center fielder, Vitello, as he struck out swinging back in the 3rd. Pitch here is swung on to Brooks at 3rd. And he goes to 2nd to get the force out. As covering and expecting it was Nestor. So that'll do it, as it'll be a fielder's choice for Vitello. As the outs recorded at 2nd, 5-4. So that'll do it for us here in the top of the 5th as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Tobs leading by 5. Hey, Tobs fans, get ready to hit the rails this summer with NC by Train. Hop on board at 12 stations from Charlotte to Raleigh and skip the hassles of parking and traffic while enjoying Wi-Fi, outlets to charge your devices, and spacious seating. Book your travel today by visiting ncbytrain.org. That's ncbytrain.org. Go Connect. Also be sure to join us on Thursday, July 19th for the Tobs Military and Local Heroes Appreciation Night. Veterans can attend the game for free while active military. 911 telecommunicators, police, and fire department members will receive discounted tickets. Come out and show your support for your local heroes here at historic Fleming Stadium on Thursday, July 19th. Also, fans, don't forget Throwback Thirsty Thursdays are back at the ballpark this season. Every Thursday, we'll have dollar select beers, discounted draft beers, half-priced fountain drinks, and our farm-to-field farmers market, sponsored by Dean's Farm Market. As we're ready to go, here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as leading things off will be the shortstop, Patrick Frick, out of Wake Forest. Frick 0 for 2 in the game. Has grounded out to 2nd and flied out to center. This will be a second at bat against Tuggle. As this one will miss in the dirt as he faced Tuggle to start the bottom of the 3rd. So just one run allowed to this point by Tuggle. They're going to offer to see if he went. And they say that Frick was able to hold up. So the count will be 2-0. It'll be Caleb Dean and Kevin McGowan to follow Frick. Here's the 2-0. That one swung on, but a chopper foul down the 3rd base line. Here another look here at the Coastal Plain League out-of-town scoreboard. And it's top of the 9th inning. Edenton looking to try to close out Peninsula with a 7-1 lead. Bottom of the 7th, Savannah has opened up an 11-4 lead over the Bacon. This one swung out, hit out to left center, and that'll be caught on the run by the center fielder. As it was Vitello who came running in to record the first out. So that'll bring up Caleb Dean. 0 for 2 in the game, has popped up in foul territory twice, once to 2nd and then once to the catcher. Final score, as despite High Point Thomasville holding a 2-0 lead, they fall to Asheboro 3-2. As Asheboro scores late in that one. Bottom of the 7th, Fayetteville leads Holly Springs at home 5-0. Bottom of the 7th inning, Gastonia still trailing Forest City at home 6-4. Florence has opened up a 7-0 lead against Lexington County in the top of the 8th inning. And game number 2, bottom of the 2nd inning, Morehead City has taken a 1-0 lead against Wilmington. And in that High Point Thomasville Asheboro Copperheads game, Asheboro scoring 2 in the bottom of the 8th, 1 in the bottom of the 9th to win that one over the High Toms. That's who the Tobs will see tomorrow night here at historic Fleming Stadium. 3-0 pitch here to Caleb Dean. Is swung on. He had the green light. Maybe. And that one is going to drop. So Caleb Dean is going to be on base. Don't necessarily know if he did have the green light or not, but he swung anyways on the 3-0 pitch. And over in the third base box, the head coach, Brian Hill, kind of gave the, I guess it worked out, but I don't think he probably had the green light. in that spot, but it does turn out good for Dean as he's on base for the first time tonight. So that'll be the 5th hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up McGowan. He's been on base twice. Pitch here is going to miss for a ball from Tuggle. McGowan has been hit by a pitch and has walked. He walked against Tuggle in the 3rd inning. Was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd by the starter, Michael Byrne. Throw over here, and the runner back safely. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to miss outside. So in that Asheboro High Point Thomasville game, it was tied 2-2 going into the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Copperheads winning on a walk-off home run to left field off the bat of Cahill. And time called here. So Asheboro scoring 3 runs on 3 hits in that game. And this one fouled at the plate. Their other 2 runs coming off an error by the second baseman that allowed 2 runs to score unearned. So a 5-0 lead here for the Tobs. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. McGowan at the plate. The pitcher, Tuggle, asking his catcher to go through the signs again. Now he delivers the pitch, and that's going to be a called strike. As they say, it catches the zone on the inner half. Leading over at first is Dean after his bloop single on a 3-0 pitch. Antoine Tucker in the on-deck circle. Tuggle again asking his catcher, seeing him to go through the signs. There's the 2-2. That one is fouled straight back over top of the grandstand.
Are you insured? If not, then call Clint Godwin for Farm Bureau Insurance for all your insurance needs.
So we'll see what McGowan can do here on the 2-2 pitch. Setting on the mound is Tuggle. And this one is going to be off of the facade of the grandstand, third base side. So good battle going here between McGowan and Tuggle. And as we're ready to go, home plate umpire gives the signal. Tuggle sets on the mound, but he's going to throw over. And just falling back into the bag was Dean. Really hadn't even gotten started. Couple good pitches fouled off so far by McGowan. Runners going, and the pitch is swung at and missed. As McGowan couldn't make contact, that one might not have been strike 3, but the Tobs will have a runner at second with 2 away.
Now batting wearing number 24, Antoine Tucker.
So that is the 4th strikeout for Tuggle. And that'll bring up Antoine Tucker. And he is 1 for 1 here in this game number 2. An RBI triple back in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd. Was stranded at first. Here's the first pitch. That'll be a called strike. Leading out second is Caleb Dean. Tucker swings and skies the 0-1 pitch in the air. And this one will be caught by the third baseman as Brule will come down with it. And that'll do it for us here. And the bottom of the 5th inning as we've played 5 full in game number 2. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Tobs. As you're watching Wilson Tobs Baseball here on CPLBaseball.tv.
From our family to yours, we promise the best quality in our Scott Farm sweet potato products.
Whether served as healthy wedges or crunchy chips, we take pride in serving our community and our country.
Locally grown and hand-picked, our chips provide the perfect choice for your game day snacks.
Whether hitting a home run or cheering on the sidelines, our products ensure a healthy snack nearly everyone will enjoy.
You're always safe at home with Scott Farms.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we get set for the top of the sixth inning. Chris Kernan back out there, and he delivers a first pitch called strike.
Now batting, wearing number 28, Matt Seedham.
Yeah, it'll be the catcher, Matt Steedham, the number 9 batter, 0 for 1 in the game, struck out back in the third. Swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt here, quickly behind the count, 0-2. And so the count, 0-2. Time quickly asked for, though, by the catcher, Seedham. With the top of the order on deck, here's the 0-2 pitch. That one swung out and missed, strike 3. And you can have a Seedham over on the first base side, as that will be the first out of the inning, second strikeout of the night for the catcher for the Mustangs.
Now batting, wearing number 8, Chase Dawson.
So that'll bring up Dawson, left-handed batter's box. That one swung out to center, but Doyle will make the tailing catch. And there's 2 away. So things have got interesting, even though it's still 7-1 in the top of the 9th inning in Edenton. Steamers leading 7-1, but the base is loaded for the Pilots, and now a 3-2 count with the batter at the plate. So 2 away, that'll bring up the right fielder Lowe, who has struck out, been hit by a pitch, been stranded at second, as this is a first pitch strike. And really, the Pilots finally breaking through against Charles Hall. As this pitch swung at him, missed. As Hall right now has tossed 2 2/3 innings. He struck out 8 batters in 2 2/3 innings of relief for the Steamers. And a called strike 3. As that'll be another 1-2-3 inning for Kernan. And that'll be of the looking variety. And so that'll send us to the bottom of the 6th inning. As the Tobs here in the bottom of the 6th, we'll have Freeman, Sharon, and Nestor, the 7, 8, and 9 batters. Fans, a reminder, every Thursday leading up to Paint the Park Pink Night on Thursday, July 26th, the Tobs will be holding a silent auction for players' pink jerseys. All proceeds will benefit the Wilson Community Health Center for those women who cannot afford mammograms. Also, be sure to join the Tobs players after the game on Thursday, June 21st for late night with the Tobs at Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, the official sports bar of the Tobs. And so a pitching change coming here for the Mustangs as we get set for the bottom of the 6th inning, as it'll be Hastings. So Hastings will take over for Matt Tuggle, as Hastings wears number 35. And for Hastings, a junior out of Wayne State from Plattsmouth, Nebraska. So he will get things going against the right fielder, Carson Freeman, who's 0 for 2 here in game number 2. And he delivers a first pitch strike.
Wearing number 13 from East Stroudsburg, Carson Freeman.
So for the pitcher, who comes in relief, he's tossed 3 innings on the year. He has allowed 3 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, also 4 hits. Does have the 1-0 mark. So Hasty here will deliver the 2-1, and that one swung on and missed by the left-handed batter Freeman. And a take here is the count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Hasty delivering the payoff pitch. That's outside, and it'll be a leadoff walk and a leadoff base runner for the Tobs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Jacob Sharon. Sharon 2 for 2 on the night, an RBI single and a solo home run. That came in the 4th inning. And we have a final in Peninsula as the Pilots have defeated, the Steamers have defeated the Pilots by a score of 7-2. As the Pilots did get a run in the top of the 9th off a fielder's choice, but the Steamers gladly took the run for the out and got a strikeout to end it. So with a win here, the Tobs would tie the Pilots for first place in the North Division. They're up 5-0 as we work here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the 0-1 pitch in the dirt is swung at and missed by Sharon as he's not happy with himself after that one. He has a runner here at first after the walk to Freeman. So a great job in relief by Charles Hall as he goes 3 1/3, gives up 1 earned run, strikes out 9, and walks 1 on 68 pitches. As this one fouled into the netting. Count holds here, no balls and 2 strikes. Sharon ready to go at the plate. Pitch coming here from the reliever, and that one's in the dirt. Going down to second was Freeman. As Hasty sent it low in the zone. As another stolen base for the Tobs, and again the Tobs reaching base safely thanks to Travel Easy's 1-2-3. And this one fouled out of play over in the first base side. So now a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Number 6, Jacob Nestor in the on-deck circle for the Tobs. 1-2 pitch is away from the catcher. And so heading down to third will be Freeman as everybody in the Tobs dugout made sure they got out of the way of that and didn't interfere with it. So Freeman will head over to third. And so the count will be even here. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. So another really good RBI opportunity here for Jacob Sharon, who entered the second game without a hit or an RBI on the season for the Tobs and has checked both of those off. 2-2 pitch is taken low for ball 3, and the count is full. So Hasty trying to not lose Sharon. Looks the runner at third. The pitch is a called strike 3 as he freezes Sharon, who can't pull the trigger, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Jacob Nestor, who has been on base once tonight. Walked back in the second inning, also struck out looking in the 4th. That was after Sharon hit the leadoff home run in the 4th. Matt Tuggle came back to strike out Nestor, Doyle, and Brooks. First pitch here going to be fouled off over top of the beer garden. The Tobs, they scored 4 in the second and then 1 in the 4th. That's how they've gotten to their 5-0 lead. Just 1 hit up on the scoreboard for the Mustangs here in this one. That was a 2-out single back in the 5th inning off the bat of the first baseman, Vicencius. Hasty looks over the runner at third. Delivers home, and that one's going to miss inside. No call from the home plate ump. So a good take there by Nestor. Brenton Doyle up in the on-deck circle for the Tobs. There's the 2-1 pitch, and that one going to miss low. So now Nestor, and a good hitter's count. See what Hasty and his catcher decide to do here. The pitch is swung on. That one in the air. And the right fielder calling for it. And the throw is going to come home from the right fielder after Freeman had made a couple moves towards home. But now there are 2 away.
Now batting, wearing number 7 from Shepherd University, Brenton Doyle.
So Brenton Doyle will step up. 1 for 3 here in this game. Had the 2 RBI triple back in the second. That's been the highlight of his day here between the 2 teams. First pitch he sees, can't make contact. So the count will be 0-1. Look over to the runner at third, Freeman. The pitch home, and that's a called strike. Freeman throws the head around. Didn't like that call. Taking a look around the Coastal Plain League. Final scores to pass along earlier today. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Morehead City, 6-3 winners against Wilmington. Edenton knocking off Peninsula 7-2. Pitch here is given a ride past the third baseman. That'll be an RBI hit. And that's another run powered by Greenlight as Brenton Doyle has his second RBI hit of the game. And it's now 6-0. So Doyle would not be denied a hit that time as he put that one past the third baseman. And his diving trying to get it was brutal. So that'll be the 6th hit of the game for the Tobs. So 3 RBI game for Doyle. That'll bring up Drew Brooks. And that'll miss for a ball. Brooks has not been on base here in game number 2. Has flied out to center, popped up to first, and struck out swinging. One-0 pitch here is going to be fouled off of the batter. Bottom of the 8th inning, Savannah leads Macon 11-4. Bottom of the 8th inning, Fayetteville's up their lead at home against Holly Springs to 5-0. Gastonia has rallied after trailing against Forest City. They now lead 8-6. The game's still in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 9th inning, Florence looking to try to close out their game against Lexington County. They lead 7-0. And then top of the 3rd inning, game number 2, Morehead City leading Wilmington 3-0. As they throw over here to check the runner at first, Doyle, but he's back safely. So for Gastonia at home with that game in the bottom of the 8th inning. They scored 4 in the bottom of the 7th to erase a 6-4 deficit. Pitch here is going to miss, so the count now 2 balls and a strike. With 2 outs here to the third baseman, Drew Brooks. Hasty delivers. That one swung on. Head out to left. And the catch won't be made by the left fielder. That one is going to be dropped by the left fielder, Harris, who could not come up with it. And so the Tobs will have runners on the corners as Brooks will reach base for the first time tonight. So Doyle goes first to third. So that'll be knee 7, first error of the game for the Mustangs. So that'll bring up Frick, who is 0 for 3 in this one. This one hit towards second. Second baseman going to try to get the force out after he bobbled it, and he does. As handing it off there was Dawson to his shortstop, Lorenzini. So the Mustangs survive the error by their left fielder, but they do drop another run as Doyle comes through with a 2-out RBI single to plate Freeman. And the Tobs lead 6-0 as we head to the top of the 7th inning, looking to try to close it out and complete the doubleheader sweep. As you are watching Wilson Tobs baseball here on CPLBaseball.tv.
Whenever you have a chance to give back to the community, it's a special day.
I just had the opportunity to help a mother and her 3 children move into a home.
So Mobile Mini is actually more than just the leader in secure storage and office rentals. We are a community player.
Giving back is one of Mobile Mini's core values. It's something that's ingrained in us.
I take pride in knowing that my efforts in the community is helping to make someone's life better.
From our family to yours, we promise the best quality in our Scott Farm sweet potato products.
Whether served as healthy wedges or crunchy chips, we take pride in serving our community and our country.
Locally grown and hand-picked, our chips provide the perfect choice for your game day snacks.
Whether hitting a home run or cheering on the sidelines, our products ensure a healthy snack nearly everyone will enjoy.
You're always safe at home with Scott Farms.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we get set for the top of the 7th inning. As the Tobs looking to try to close this one out with a 6-0 lead. As for the Mustangs here in the 7th, it'll be their 3, 4, and 5 batters. As leading things off will be the left fielder Harris, who couldn't complete that catch in the bottom of the 6th inning, but unfortunately for the Tobs, it wouldn't lead to anything. But he swings and misses here. So you start off the at-bat 0-1. And this one going to miss low. Harris has been on base once tonight. He is hit by a pitch from Chris Kernan, who is back out here in the 7th. That came back in the 4th inning. He's also struck out. 1-1 pitch is swung on. Head out to left. Antoine Tucker to show Harris how to make a catch. And there's one away. So that'll bring up the third baseman, Brule.
Now batting player number 2, Sage Brule.
So the first pitch here going to be delivered to Brule, and that one will be a ball. So one away here. And this one a swing and a miss for the count 1-1. So with Chris Kernan back out for the Tobs, he's looking to try to go the distance. Has allowed just one hit and has allowed just 3 base runners. As this one was close, but he can't get the call from the umpire. There's just been one complete game so far this year in the Coastal Plain League, and it came from A.J. Spencer of the Edenton Steamers. Now, that was a rain-shortened 5-inning game, as Nestor tosses to first for the second out. As that 5-inning complete game victory for Spencer came on June 12th, as that was a 1-0 loss against the Pilots. So Kernan trying to be the first CPL pitcher this year to pick up a complete game win. As that one is swung on and missed by the batter Boyle. Sharon gives the signs. This one is a bouncer in the dirt, so the count will even up. The 1-1 now. is going to miss over into the left-handed batter's box. So Boyle will jump ahead in the count 2-1. Boyle for 2 tonight is flying out to center and popped up to first. 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Tobs leads 6-0. Pitch from Kernan is going to be swung on. A chopper. Going to be a tough play and falling at first was the first baseman, Caleb Dean. That was a tough play as Kernan looked like he wanted to go for it. The second baseman, Nestor, looked like he wanted to go for it. Caleb Dean did get over there, but he lost his footing and then couldn't finish the toss to Kernan. So legging out the infield single will be Boyle. Second hit of the game for the Mustangs. So that'll bring up Lorenzini, the shortstop. Takes a called strike here for the first pitch. Lorenzini 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out swinging in the 5th. Has also popped up to Brooks in this one. Boyle leads off first. The 1-1 is going to miss. So the count will jump ahead here. 2 outs in the inning. Kernan will take a look over his shoulder. Here is the pitch. That one swung on. That's into left field. So back-to-back 2-out hits here against Kernan.
Now batting wearing number 16, Bryce Casino.
So that'll bring up the first baseman for the Mustangs, as it'll be Vicencius. He is 1 for 2 in the game. He had the first hit that broke up the no-hitter for Kernan back in the 5th. He's also struck out. As the count here starts off 1-0. Kernan at 73 pitches. He's tossed 52 of those for strikes. Runners lead at first and second. And this one is going to be a called strike. So the count leaving up 1-1. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a called strike 2. As looking at all the way in was Vicencius, so the count now a ball and 2 strikes. Another chance for Kernan to try to cap it off, even though the Mustangs have picked up back-to-back 2-out singles here in the inning. Kernan sets and delivers. The pitch is not going to be a called strike, as the count leaving 2-2. So we'll try it again. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Kernan looking to try to cap off the complete game shutout. Kernan delivers the 2-2, and that's a bouncer in the dirt, and the count is now full 3-2. There are some pitchers mulling around the bullpen down the left field line for the Tobs, but I think more so they're just wanting their starter, Chris Kernan, to finish this one off. So leading at second is Boyle. Lorenzini at first. Vicencius the batter. 3-2 pitch coming here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, but Kernan is going to step off. Now he'll get set to go. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's swung on and missed. Strike 3. Complete game shutout for Chris Kernan as he strikes out his 9th batter of the game. And the Tobs sweep the doubleheader from the Mustangs as they win 6-0. As Kernan brought a 1-hitter into the 7th, he did give up the back-to-back singles, but he strikes out 9 batters. As the Tobs will improve to 8-5, and they now share first place in the Coastal Plain League North Division at 8-5, and for Martinsville, they will fall to 6-9. as they will still sit in third place in the North Division. So no runs, 3 hits, 1 error in this one for the Mustangs. 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Tobs. As leading the way with 3 RBIs was Brenton Doyle, as he goes 2 for 4 with a 2 RBI triple and an RBI single. Also a 2 for 3 game for Jacob Sharon, as he connects on his first home run of the season, a solo shot in the 4th, and then an RBI single in the 2nd. So 2 wins here tonight for the Tobs as they win the first game 5-2, and they win the second game 6-0. So they now up their winning streak to 5 games. Coming into tomorrow night's game against the Asheboro Copperheads, a 6 p.m. first pitch. Bang for your buck Sunday and Wiener Wonka night here at the ballpark. As we'll be on the air. Gates will open at 5. We'll be on for you for first pitch as we give you a look here at the pitching decisions. With the complete game shutout victory, Chris Kernan moves to 2-0 on the season, and the loss will go to the starter, Michael Byrne, as he falls to 0-1, and then no save, obviously, for this one. So the Tobs pick up 2 wins here today, as we were able to see 14 innings of baseball in the historic Fleming Stadium in Wilson, North Carolina. Well, that'll do it for us tonight. Again, I'd like to thank our exclusive partners, Thomas Law Attorneys, Greenlight, and Emerge Ortho, along with French West Vaughn, NCMI Train, and Travel Easy as 1, 2, 3. So, for Wilson, North Carolina, and Doug Page and the Wilson Tobs, we thank you for tuning in so long, and have a great night.
From our family to yours, we promise the best quality in our Scott Farm sweet potato products.
Whether served as healthy wedges or crunchy chips, we take pride in serving our community and our country.
Locally grown and hand-picked, our chips provide the perfect choice for your game day snack.
Whether hitting a home run or cheering on the sidelines, our products ensure a healthy snack nearly everyone will enjoy.
You're always safe at home with Scott Farm.